This is the first in a series of videos where we're looking at product variants in Brightpearl. So a product with variations is where you've got things like size or colour to differentiate different physical items. So you've got different inventory levels of each combination. Here we have a men's t-shirt that's available in 3 sizes, small, medium and large, and 2 colours, which gives a total of 6 combinations. All of these products in Brightpearl are created as separate records, each with the same name. And because they've all got the same name, they're grouped, and we call this collection of 6 variations a product group. This product group, the men's t-shirt, is defined by 2 different options, option 1 being size and option 2 being colour. And because we've got 3 sizes and 2 colours, we've got 6 variants, and each variant has its own SKU. You can see what this looks like in tabular format. So a product group with 2 options is displayed in 2 dimensions. Brightpearl supports product groups with up to 4 dimensions. And here's an example of a product group with 4 dimensions. We've got size, small, medium and large. We've got fit of baggy and slim. We've got 2 colours, brown and green, and then 2 styles, husky and wolf. So even though there are only 4 options, we've actually got 18 different products in this particular group. And you can see it's possible to have gaps in the grid. So the wolf pullover is only available in slim, it's not available in baggy. We can also see these products in a list format, where the options are displayed below or to the right of the name, and you can see how each item has got its own inventory level. Here's a different product group, the men's t-shirt, with 6 different individual variants, each of which has got their own SKU. It's a 2-dimensional product group, which means it's got 2 options. On the right hand side, I can drop into Edit Variants to edit all of these items on one screen. Here's where I can create and manage the variants themselves, which is the screen we're looking at. We can edit the SKUs, price list SKUs, barcode, we can check inventory levels and edit prices. And see how the price of each variant can be different. So a product group, or a set of variants, is defined by product options. And here we've got the option of size and option values of small, medium and large. On the left hand side we've got the option of colour and 2 option values, red and blue. You can create these options and the option values on the fly as you're creating product variants, or you can create them beforehand in the setup area by going to the left hand side, products/inventory, product options and option values. Once you've created product options, they're available for every product you create subsequently. If you change the name of an option or an option value, it'll update for all of the products that currently use it. You can also see here how each option has got a number of option values assigned to it. So here are all the values for colour, and from this screen we can see all the products that have been assigned the brown colour by clicking on the link. The important thing to remember is that products are grouped automatically when they are given the same name. Another way of looking at this is that when products do share the same name, you need something to differentiate them, and that's what we use the product options for. Let's take a look at an example. Here we've got a Kona mountain bike seat post which is available in 2 different lengths. We've got 210mm and 280mm. If we actually put that information into the product name, then these 2 items have got different names and they're not part of the same product group. Whilst there's nothing technically wrong with doing it this way, it gets much harder to manage when you've got 2nd, 3rd and 4th options for a certain product. Also, if you're connecting to eBay or other integrated sales channels, it makes more sense for your Brightpearl data structure to match that structure on the sales channel. And most of the time, that's done with a concept that's very similar to product variants and product groups. What we'll do here is we'll give both of these products the same name, and then we'll assign the options. So let's edit the name to remove the attribute, and then do the same for the other one. The green message at the top of the screen shows that Brightpearl has now put these 2 different items into a product group. But at the moment they don't have anything to differentiate them, so we need to add variants. Let's click Create Variants, where we can choose what differentiates them. For the seat post it's length, which I don't actually have as an option yet, so let's create it on the fly. And we'll give it 2 values, 210mm and 280mm. That's created a product group, but Brightpearl doesn't know which of these variants is actually going to match which of your SKUs. Because my SKU contains enough information for me to identify them, all I need to do is choose the right length here, and then assign the options. We've now put those two different products into the same product group by virtue of them having the same name. We've also assigned an inventory attribute, which is the option of length. It's worth at this point introducing the concept of an inventory or a variant attribute, which is different from a product attribute. So an inventory attribute defines how the variants are different from each other, something like size, color, height, width, and diameter. A product attribute is something that's common to all of the variants, so you shouldn't use a product option in this case. Examples of product level attributes are brand, product type, the name itself, specification, the category, and so on. Product options appear throughout Brightpearl. Here, for example, we're looking at the inventory summary screen, where we've got a couple of kayaks, one in yellow, one in blue, and some winter pullovers with various sizes, colors, fits, and styles. When we do an inventory query for one of these products, we're actually just looking at that variant itself. But if a product has other variants, we can flip to the Variants tab and see something we call the grid mode, where we can see the inventory level of all of the other variants in the same product group. And there's a separate video which talks more about this grid mode. There's a close link between product options and product types. And here you can see we've got a product option called memory. If I click to edit that, we can see that the option memory is only available for default products and for hard drives. In a similar way, the option height is only available for default products and boxes. You can also see this relationship when you edit the product type. So here, if we have a look at boxes, we can see that boxes can only be assigned a depth, a height, and a width. What we'll do now is we'll create a new product with variants. So start off in the normal way by adding a new product. Give it a name, choose the product type, and this is important so you can assign the right attributes. Choose a brand, a category. Don't give it a SKU at this point because we're going to create a product group in a second. Choose your price, and let's say retail is going to be $10, whether it's taxable or not. Add a description, add any custom field values, and assign vendors. Click Save, which creates the first variant in the group, which we're going to now copy to create further variants. So click Create Variants, and you can see because this is a product type of box, we're only being given depth, height, and width. So let's select all of those, and don't forget you can only have 4 options on a product group. Click Next, and then choose from your existing values. So let's say we're going to have 100 and 200 on all of depth, height, and width. And actually we're going to have a new depth as well. So let's go with 50 millimeters. Click Next. And what Brightpearl's just done is it's copied that first variant 11 more times to create a total number of 12. From this screen, you'd then drop in to edit the SKUs, or you could set them by spreadsheet. And there's a separate video to show you how to create products by spreadsheet and how to update existing products by spreadsheet too. Going back to the list view, we can see all of the 12 variants in this product group. In the next video, we're going to spend a little bit more time looking at the product grid mode, sometimes called the size color matrix.